That's a great way to start a conversation, because what you don't want is that garage door coming down. Oh no, here comes the salesperson, we better stop, right? This is Jason Kanigan, president of Sales on Fire, and I want to ask and answer a question today that I see it's asked a lot by people who are not experts of cold calling, or in fact experts of some other marketing strategy. Does cold calling put you in a bad position? Because they will insist that it does, and yeah, I guess it does if you approach it the wrong way. If you jump right in there and start unloading features and benefits upon an unsuspecting audience, yeah. If you haven't made sure that you're speaking to the decision maker, yeah. If you're talking to the gatekeeper and you're trying to throw out all these features and benefits and not doing any qualifying, yep, absolutely true that cold calling is definitely going to put you in a bad position. So let's think about some things that we could do to make cold calling work for you. There is nothing wrong with cold calling, by the way, and we should call it phone prospecting, because even that term cold calling produces this visceral reaction that makes you kind of seize up, right? You go cold. So let's call it phone prospecting, and think about it like you're those miners panning for gold, okay? That's a much better way of approaching it. And we're going to qualify based on three things we know: need, budget, and personality fit. And I've described those at length in other videos. But that's our approach here. Now, there are two things that companies hire me to do most of the time to help with their sales team. It's not usually some expert thing. It's really weird. You would think that people who have been in the field of sales and selling for like 20 years would know how to do this stuff, but they don't. Two basic things real salespeople don't know how to do in corporate environments: get decision makers on the line and then begin a call effectively. They don't know how to do those things. And so I teach them how to do that. So the first thing you need to do is reach the decision maker. Well, you can use the little unsure technique, which I've talked about and I'll link to in the description below. I lay that out, I give you examples of how it works. All you have to do is follow along. It's really simple. And begin not by trying to push the features and benefits, selling this thing, right on your decision maker. Once you get to talk to them, ask them, is this a bad time? They'll appreciate you for that. I remember one time I was calling general managers of car dealerships, and I got a GM, and this guy ran like 6 dealers. It was a lot of lots, right? It wasn't just one dealership lot. And he said, thank you for asking that question, because most people don't, and he appreciated it, and he talked to me for a good 20 minutes. I got a lot of information out of that guy, okay? So asking, is this a bad time to talk? At the beginning of your conversation, start the conversation off well with something like that. Don't be worried that everybody's going to say it's a bad time. No, they will not. No, they will not. People will be surprisingly honest with you. And if they are telling you that it's a bad time, don't try and push your way in there. Say, okay, I'll call you back, hang up, and call them back another time. So let's do that. That's a great way to start a conversation, because what you don't want is that garage door coming down. Oh no, here comes the salesperson, we better stop, right? Talk about Gestalt theory. If you push, they're going to push back. If you relax, give a little ground, they will move forward to take it. And that's what you want, is starting great conversations in this way. Let's see if there's anything else here. Right. Let's get out of what they were doing. Get them out of what they were doing and onto the call. Okay? You want that prospect to get out of reading the paper, reading their report, playing around on the computer, looking out the window. Who knows what they were doing, right? And onto the call. Is this a bad time to talk? No. Okay, appreciate that. Let me take a quick minute. I'll tell you who I am and why I called, and then you can decide if we should keep talking. Does that sound fair? A beginning like that will get you much, much farther than, hi, I'm Jason Kanigan calling from Sales on Fire, and I want to talk to you about sales training today. Okay? We're doing these three things. We're getting the decision maker on the line. We're making sure that they can talk right now, getting them out of what they were doing and onto the call. If you can reach the decision maker and start those conversations effectively, you'll be much farther along. So the answer to the question of, does cold calling put you in a bad position? Yes, when it's done badly. When it's done well and you're having a natural conversation, no, it's a great way to initiate conversations with real prospects and actually get somewhere and move towards a sale. Because generally speaking, hiding behind your computer, you know as well as I do, it's not going to advance the sale. This is Jason Kanigan from Sales on Fire. Thanks for watching.